Hello, hello, my beloved waking gods and goddesses. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty. Do-it-yourself spiritual awakening for divine in the flesh. Now with replays on IGTV at Dakini.kiss, where together we learn how to surf and navigate the ups and downs of the totality of human experience, composing a new earth beyond the limitations of this perception managed reality matrix of five senses, having discovered our true divine creative natures in our true sensual sensorial universe of seven senses, creating formless into form outside of the matrix in the true quantum field creation field universe. Before we get started, please do give this video a thumbs up. Please also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, selecting the all setting so that when I upload videos, YouTube will let you know. I generally upload Tuesdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern. My name is Maria West, and I am your hostess of the highest, here to download, upload, inspire, and usher you into your bestest and brightest selves, your bestest and brightest light, and inviting you all to open your hearts wider and wider and wider still. Hello, my love bugs, my honey bunnies, my special babies. Yes, welcome to episode 190. Wow. Okay, this, a continuation of our series regarding the true energetics of trauma-based mind control and how the matrix and its gatekeepers of victim-producing-inducing, yaya gaga zaza, keep most humans enslaved, having introduced you all three trauma cages of mind control enslavement. Now, in today's video, I thought that before we go into the actual protocols of a trauma deactivation healing session, that I go further into the tricky mechanisms for a deactivator of trauma-based mind control and how the totality of its deactivation is a colossal undertaking for prospective trauma deactivation facilitators and cannot ever be taken lightly or casually or suffer the consequences. Okay, so this is a little bit of a disclosure here. Okay, first and foremost is the absolute necessity that the deactivator facilitator of trauma-based mind control own their attention and are well versed at waking themselves up the moment they start to fall asleep, just before becoming entrapped again, asleep within the matrix, okay? Now, once back in the matrix, it will be too late, making the facilitator incapable of having control of the healing session and therefore a danger to themselves and to their client, okay? You heard me. I am dead serious. Now, without exception, undertaking the great work must be continuous, as we are all ever being, ever becoming, and ever evolving. Now, in addition, all facilitators of trauma-based mind control must become well practiced at living the majority of the time of their lives, primarily in their center screens, which is also known as their awakened attention centers, which is outside of the matrix, and they have to be able to catch themselves fall asleep. Okay, now the great work is not limited to going down the rabbit holes of the nature of reality and creativity. Instead, it also includes understanding the workings of human slavery and mind control within the matrix. I will go further and say, if you claim to be a trauma deactivator and still participate in the left, right, center paradigms that support matrix shitstems, you, my friend, and I mean no disrespect, are sound asleep and only adhering to the prescripted role you've taken on within the matrix and are an agent of the matrix for the matrix that will keep that kind of trauma, whatever kind of trauma it is you're working with, alive and well as if. Sorry, not sorry, okay? I mean no disrespect, so don't get butthurt, all right? I'm endeavoring to be as clear as possible in the importance of owning your attention and being truly, truly at the helm of your reality. therefore your client's reality. All right? There is a clear distinction between those folks unconsciously following an automated script versus those who've done the great work to enslave themselves, who have genuinely awakened with the overstanding of the truth of the matrix's human slavery. Okay, this overstanding includes becoming privy to all of the components and distortions within the matrix throughout the millennia of human history. All right, so don't be offended if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's okay. Most humans are sound asleep at the wheel of their lives, merely fulfilling their automated roles and prefab life scripts. Even Ivy League PhDs, state-sanctioned licensed therapists, and the most decorated medical and science scholars, because of their shitstem indoctrinations that go unchecked, unchallenged, and unquestioned, until personalized suffering is so great, which contributes to initiating the awakening process. Okay, now, regardless of your education, or as I say, edumacation, I humbly suggest that you wake yourself up and do your essential due diligence and discover what kinds of falsities and distortions you are inadvertently supporting through your allegiance to scholastic indoctrination without question, which includes the rewriting of our human history and mass media propaganda, all of which contribute to the victims of massive chaos black magic, which is one of the tools of trauma-based mind control in pop culture. Okay, now in the show notes below is the link to my friend and colleague Fred Burke's excellent website, wanttoknow.info. You can start there and do your due diligence with tons of materials that are sourced and annotated, and you can even check all of the references as well. Okay, now I would be remiss to not mention the four main generational topics of trauma-based mind control within the matrix. They are power, sex, money, survival, which leads us to the four significant controllers within the matrix that keep humans enslaved within these topics. Okay, now the matrix is so well organized that it doesn't require additional tools than these four controllers to hijack and manage our attention collectively and individually, given the broad-based nature of the four main generational topics. Okay, so if we want to completely awaken and take back the superpower of our awakened attention so that we can exit the matrix and be free to create and compose our reality, and therefore be able and effective and be safe in deactivating trauma-based mind control, we must free ourselves, okay, as practitioners of these controls, and which are as follows. Number one, fear. All fear is trauma-based and endeavors to keep us stuck, immobilized, and loyal even to our prison wardens. Two, mass media propaganda endeavors to control the various narratives, past, present, and future within the matrix. Most folks believe this bullshit of mass media without question, without realizing that all the mass media throughout the world is owned by the same ruling class families that run the matrix. I wonder how that happened. Why is that? From our awakened attention center, we can filter consciously and on purpose the pieces of information we receive through mass media propaganda, okay, and only allow the information that serves our purpose to enter into our layer of the reality that we compose. Number three, food. Food is a massive tool of control. The lack of it, the toxicity of it, the expense of it, the convenience of it, the obsession with it, its purposeful destruction, its obfuscation from our awakened attention center, we can make it easy for ourselves by composing the reality to eat clean and healthy food and drink clean water as much as possible, to rid our bodies of the toxicity and increase our ability to think clearly and pay attention through good nutrition and an active lifestyle. 4, the internal environment conditions of the current outer screen and inner screens, the stuff going on in your head, okay? By owning our attention to the stuff that we don't like, okay, we are doing the great work, because we're not allowing that to hijack our attention. And in doing that, we are actually facilitating our own awakening by that, exiting the matrix, owning our attention in our attention awakened center, composing reality with our intentions. When we choose our own reality and intend to achieve it, the external environment, the events within the matrix will have less impact upon us. Okay, now, as a deactivator, facilitator of trauma-based mind control, the above 4 matrix controls are imperative to have under your control through practice of the great work, waking yourself up and owning your attention so that you can actually facilitate trauma deactivation without losing your shit, losing your consciousness and going to sleep. Okay, you cannot deactivate trauma-based mind control passively. You can't do it within the matrix. Instead, you will be overrun by demonic lower astral plane entities who chomp at the bit to mess your shit up and perhaps get you to inadvertently activate one of your client's secret sentinels or gatekeepers, holding the panic button on a suicide program or activation of a super soldier. Believe it. Okay, my honey bunnies, my love bugs, my beautiful divine in the flesh, that is my speech for today. Now, next time, we will take a peek into the specific protocols of an actual trauma deactivation session, okay? So, won't you please help me grow this channel by giving this video a thumbs up and leaving a comment in the comments box below or in private. If you do so in the comments box below, please be polite. I've had to delete like some crazy shit. Please share this video with your community's friends, family members, and on social media platforms who you feel would benefit from this content. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, selecting the all setting so that the YouTube will let you know when I upload next. And if you find value, enjoy, or benefit from my content and videos, or at least entertained by them, won't you please consider supporting my work through a donation? My PayPal link is below, as is my link tree that hooks you up with all the many different ways you can connect with me, work with me, train with me, support my books. I thank you all so much for your focus, attention, and participation. I cannot do this work without you. So until next time, my dear hearts, always act from love outside of the matrix, from your center screen, composing a new reality, quantum jumping all your lifelines. That's right. Let's do it so that we can all be the love that we are. We can share our love, create, make art, make music, make love, and you can all help me repopulate the true quantum field creation field universe. Until next time, here's to love, truth, and beauty, my beautiful waking gods and goddesses. Mwah!